All right, so good morning. So 31st of May 2024, and we are heading down from the train station now to do the Rainwrights Coast to Coast walk. So we'll get down to the official start and then I'll catch you back then. Okay, here we are, the official start then. So this is right on the coast, there we go. And here we're going, starting, so we are here. All the way along here. For now, we're going that way. Okay, so straight out the back, it's a bit of a trek uphill. That's where we're going, and that's the direction we've come from. So onwards and upwards. So this is the old Coast Guard lookout. There's big plaques on. Tell you what, if the weather's good, you do get welcomed with some nice views right from the beginning of this walk, especially it being on the coast. Up there you can see the lighthouse, which is where we're heading to next. The size of this bloody raven here. Huge it is. Okay, so I've come from that direction, and when I've got here, I took this right turn. You can carry on around the coast a bit more, but most people tend to take this right turn and go up past the lighthouse here. So here we are, coming down off the cricket, there's the cricket ground over there, and then just ahead of us is part of the walk that everybody usually makes a dirty joke about, because it is Wainwright's Passage. So I've just been talking to a couple there who've come over from Australia doing this walk, and then I bumped into another couple that were doing the walk. But I haven't seen that many walkers so far, and we're a fair bit into it now. I haven't seen that many, but I'm sure we'll see more as we go along. So I didn't film myself picking up the pebbles that you pick up on the beach before you start, but one of the pebbles that I picked up was for my dad, really, because I lost my dad last year, and he would have been so into this, you know, even if he's just sat at home with a copy of the map, you know, watching where he you know, text him and say where I am, and he'd be so into following it. I was talking to my brother about that the other day, and my brother said he would have loved it. So I picked up a pebble for him, really. And though you pick up a few, that was probably the most symbolic one, really. But sadly he's not here anymore, but he really would have liked this. So anyway, just coming into Cleesaw now. Okay, so we've come from down there and I'm heading up on this path. Look at the trees all overhang here, nice in the sunshine. Just come up from there. This is Dent. I think we're coming up now, and I'm hoping that little cairn at the top of it is the actual top. We'll see. So we're coming down off Dent now, and a lot of people say, oh, it's a very, very steep descent off Dent, and you can see it. I don't think this camera really, you know, is you're really seeing it on the video here, but it really is quite a steep descent. So it's okay in the dry, on a day like this, absolutely fine, but in the wet you really would have to be careful. You know, you want your walking poles, maybe even have some, you know, spikes on your shoes, not full crampons obviously, but maybe something just on your shoes if it really was wet, because it is quite a steep descent there. Just come down from that direction on that path. Continuing on it alongside this little river for now. Well, I don't think there's any doubt that we're in the Lake District now. Just coming off the path, sign here for camping and bed and breakfast if you want it, but it's only around 3 o'clock and I'm actually booked in for the YHA at Ennerdale Water, so I'm hoping I'll get there. Just walking through Ennerdale Bridge now. I was going to stop and get something to eat there, but I think I'll carry on, well, we're making reasonable time. Okay, weather's still good. It's just touching 4 o'clock now, and we are getting very, very, very close now to Ennerdale Water. Okay, so we're here at Ennerdale Water now. The official route is up that way to the right of Ennerdale Water if you're facing it, but we're going to go this way over this little bridge, and we're going to go the other way around Ennerdale Water because there's less climbing, it's a lot flatter and it'll be quicker. So there's Ennerdale Water, and as I said, I've not chosen to take the right hand side. Instead I'm taking the left hand side as you come up facing Ennerdale Water. And that way you end up on this kind of path. So the path going past Ennerdale Water, or going alongside Ennerdale Water to the left rather than the traditional one on the right, it's not a brilliant path. I mean, it starts off and you think, oh, it's fantastic, but then it does sort of resemble a bit of the path going down the side of Loch Lomond on the West Island Way a little bit. You know, you're brushing past a lot of stuff, but it's probably still favourable to this. There's no actual scrambly bits, I wouldn't say. There's bits where you could trip if you weren't watching your footing and stuff, and it's very overgrown in this time of year, but it's probably still favourable to the scrambly bits on the other side. Okay, so where I said the path resembles a bit like the path going down Loch Low, and it does in parts, but just a little bit further up, you cut through the woods, you get this. So just goes to show you, I think just there would be a great little spot to pitch up if this was as far as you could get to. And you've got a picnic table as long as you were gone early the next morning. Okay, so we're in here tonight. YMCA. It's a shared room, obviously. Single gender shared room. But it's just for one night. And then tomorrow I'm hoping to wild camp somewhere. But we'll see. Morning. Okay, so day 2. I've just left Ennerdale YHA. And I'm heading on the road now, continuing on the path. Next place that'll take us to really of interest, I suppose, is Black Sail YHA, which is about just over 3 miles away. So we're supposed to be set for another nice day today. The sun's already coming up and it is 10 to 8 now. And so I left Black Sail a little bit, certainly later than I would have left if I'd wild camped somewhere. I'd probably been hiking by 2 hours ago by now, but that's what we're looking at today. We're going up this path here. And like I say, we've not long left Ennerdale YHA. Okay, so Ennerdale YHA, which is just beyond Ennerdale Water, which is where I stayed last night. What can I tell you about that? First time I ever stayed in a youth hostel association. It was a shared room, so all male room. It'll hold up to 6 people. It ain't the biggest of rooms. There was 5 of us in there, so you're not going to get that much quality sleep, Bear in mind it was quite a warm night and everything else, so it cost me 30 quid for the room, and another £5 for a continental breakfast. I presume it would cost you more if it was, well, it definitely would cost you more if you wanted to hang around and have a cooked breakfast. But I thought, I'm going to be absolutely sick of cooked breakfasts by the time I finish this, so I'll hold off and just have a continental breakfast instead. Yeah, it was okay. It's like I say, first time I've stayed at a YHA, and it wouldn't put me off staying at one again. But yeah, that's what it is really. Bear in mind, if you go to the one I went to at Ennerdale Water, there, mobile phone reception, really bad. Obviously, it depends a little bit what network you're on, and a bit of luck at the time whether you can just get a signal or not. But you may well struggle for the signal. I certainly did. So this is the first view of Black Sail. You can see now it's Black Sail YHA. Just coming up to it now. Okay, gone past YHA Black Sail. Carry on, you start coming up here. It's quite a climb. There's some steps and stuff at the moment, but yeah, good early morning climb. So these big black bags of stones, all to help make the path, all dropped by helicopter. If you're one of the people or is involved with the people who make these paths from all this helicopter dropped, then you're amazing, because you make it more accessible for so many of us. So thank you. Lots of little cairns, these little cairns marking the way. You see another one just up there. You can see we are on a path, and like I said, it's got little cairns marking the way as well. We are on the path. It's very dry here today, which is nice, and it was yesterday, but you can see there the ground is still holding. It's still holding quite a bit of water in places. Okay, this is me just reaching Honest to Slate Mine. I'm sure there's a cafe here, so hopefully we can get something to eat and drink here. Danny. There's that bit on the videos, everyone's videos, you see all the chains. So these are the chains you can see now to hold on to get past this little bit here. Just come past Borrowdale YHA there, and that's a nice YHA. That they've got a barn, they've got camping as well as hiker pods. They've got all kinds there. It's quite a big one there. So this is the end of day 2. I'm just feeling that cold water up at Easdale Tarn, which is where I've ended up at the end. I was going to try and get to Grisdale Tarn, but it's just too far. And I mentioned to somebody when I was out walking today, she said, "Oh, where are you trying to get to?" And I said, "Maybe Grisdale Tarn." She said, "Why don't you go for Easdale Tarn?" But I almost got to Grasmere before I decided to come up to Easdale Tarn. So it was quite a climb, really, getting up to it. It was only a few K, but when you've already done so much walking. But there is a few people camping around the corner there, and there's a few people camping way and way away again, but way on the other side of the tarn. But other than that, everyone who's come up for the day is gone, and a lot of people do come up here for the day. But it's lovely and peaceful now. Morning. Okay, it's day 3 and I've just come down off the rocky path from Easdale Tarn. So I wasn't going to make it to Grisdale Tarn last night, so I ended up going to Easdale Tarn. It was a bit of a trek because I'd gone too far really where I made the decision to go up to Easdale Tarn. So I trekked all the way back up there, found a pitch and everything, and I thought, oh, this is wonderful. And then soon after I'd said that, and after it was too late to try and move and find somewhere else, another group of people come up and camped like really close to me, and they'd obviously just come up for a drinking session, and you know, and that went on till so obviously they were enjoying themselves. That went on till going on between 1:30 and 1:45 really. So at about 4:20 this morning, I thought, right, I'm out of here, and packed up. It's now 6 o'clock and now back on the main path. So we'll see how far we get today. Okay, come from right down there and heading along this path up there. Right, so this is Grisdale Tarn. Now this is where I was hoping to get to last night. Now it's not quite 8 o'clock. I took that detour out at 6 o'clock, so I would have actually done it, to be honest. But big climb to get here. Right, this now is Angle Tarn. Quite a trek to get up the coast to coast route to get to it, like, but that's where it is. Morning, this is day 4. I'm just leaving Shap now. I've just literally walked out of where I was staying last night at the Crown Inn. One of those little hiker pod things, very basic, but you know, it's comfortable enough. So just leaving Shap now, and it is 7:15. Okay, this is just as I come out of Shap. You can see it's some grey skies today, so whether the rain will hold off or not, we'll see. Okay, I'll just come up from that way, and just be aware that not all the signs have stood the test of time. So as I was leaving Shap there, I was just chatting to a local lady who was out walking her dog, and she said, oh, bear in mind tomorrow night the temperature is set to drop considerably, and for the past probably 3 days I've been thinking, oh, why did I bring that 3-season sleeping bag? So I might not regret that decision in a day or so. Okay folks, coming up to the M6 crossing here now. That's the Shap, and this bridge will take us up over the M6. Oh, look at this. I'm thinking of swapping this out for one of my pebbles. Not. Right, heading down now towards Kirby Stephen, around about 3 mile away or so, certainly no more. It's just a slow descent down. Weather's been pretty good. It's been very overcast today, but then the sun keeps breaking through and it's been pretty nice. I mean, it's enough that you can still catch some sunburn and stuff today. It's not tonight, but tomorrow night it's supposed to get really cold temperature wise, and possibly get down to freezing in the evening, but we'll see. So onward towards the campsite. Yeah, I can feel the sun on me now. Tell you what, I've had to put sun cream on a good few times in the last few days. The weather has been fantastic. So we are here on day 4. Or am I here on day 4? But yeah, weather's been brilliant. I mean, I don't think it's going to change soon. I know it's going to get cold tomorrow night, and we will get some showers before then. But so nice to have got through the lakes part while the weather's been as good as it has been. Morning, it's day 5. I've just left Pennine View campsite, nice campsite that. It is raining, weather has turned, it's got cooler, and it's not heavy rain, but I think it will get heavier later on. It's just totally persistent at the moment, sort of light rain, but just continuous, but I think it will get worse later. So come up from right down there and carrying on this path further, heading towards, well, 9 standards, so eventually. Bleak day though. This is almost at 9 standards now. The weather is absolutely shocking. You can't even hear me over this wind noise. Not quite at 9 standards yet, but almost there. You probably can't hear me, but this is 9 standards. It's 10 to 9, Tuesday morning. Weather's not great, as you can tell. If we'd been here yesterday, it would have been lovely sunshine.